We are in the Green Dragon Inn, in the Shire, on the Bywater, in Hobbiton.
Would you like some refreshments for your long journey?
I think with her father, he kind of wanted to share some movies with her. We knew there was going to be a lot of time while she was ill, that she was going to have a lot of time to watch movies and not be able to play as much.
I watched the movies and I liked them. They were good. But I guess at some point I was like, you should watch these. You would like these. And she liked them. So.
Bilbo Baggins. Everyone knows him. I like his, cousin, Frodo. He's also famous too. Sadly, Bilbo was turning into Gollum. I don't want to spoil too much of this for people who haven't seen it.
And she just specifically really grabbed onto the Hobbit houses and the Green Dragon Inn specifically.
And she's like, yeah, it'll have a door. I can serve people. And she really wanted to be the proprietor of the Green Dragon Inn.
Just at the time, she was 5, just at that age, there's something she really liked about the atmosphere. Because they were a little intense at times, a little scary. There's a lot going on that it was kind of everyone was together and enjoying themselves. I know when she got sick, she had said she wanted to become a doctor and help children like her. And then it evolved into she wants to be child life because they're having more fun with the kids. That kind of ties in with being the tavern keeper and, helping take care of everybody and making sure they're enjoying themselves. So we thought maybe it'd be possible to get a Hobbit House built for her, and that's what we were able to do.
It all happened very fast. Once it actually kicked in, it was pretty amazing. So,
her being able to kind of decide what she wanted, the look of what she wanted, I think for her was very important. I didn't know how far Make-A-Wish could go as far as her wish, so I personally looked up, artists or anyone that created things.
Like, this isn't even from anything my dad had, but it's very Hobbitish. I think Hobbits would have this.
I found a person in Australia, actually, who makes replica signs, so we essentially commissioned to have her signs made.
And my sister made like a water dragon. It's very Hobbitish and Green Dragonish, I'll say.
I think for us too, being involved makes it even more special because there's a little bit of everybody in here.
we had all gotten really sick late 2019. Like, we all had something. We were giving each other back and forth. Felt like I was sick for weeks. It was terrible. And then we all started getting over it, and Lana didn't. Lana stayed sick. So we're waiting for her to get better, and it seemed to be taking a long time. And she had a nosebleed for like 25 minutes, and it wouldn't go away. And every time it seemed like it would stop, it would just start up again. And I was like, she needs to go to the doctor. And the doctor looked at her, and the doctor's like, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take your kid to Norton's Children's Hospital. When we got there, they kind of magic carpeted her away to treatment. Like, they looked at her, they're like, okay, well, we don't know what she has, but she has leukemia, and we're going to start treating her appropriately now. It seemed like a very quick reaction, but like I said, they knew exactly what they were looking at from the moment she walked through the doors. So
it was just a real shock. But yeah, with her genetics and all that in line, it wasn't a favorable diagnosis. I mean, for her, we're extremely lucky that she did come home, she only had a 70% chance to even survive. But it was a long time of hospital stays. And even when they finished treatment, it's not over.
It was very tough. It was very tough for us. But because of who she is, she was so excited to meet new people.
I think a lot with children or anyone, just having a diagnosis of anything, how you look at it, if you decide, I'm going to beat this, that doesn't mean you will or you won't, but it goes a very long way in being positive. And I think she just had decided from the beginning that it was just something she was going to do and get through it. It wasn't a woe is me and thing. I think she definitely has a outlook where she's more positive on looking on the bright side of things.
She's a little force of nature. And she's always been that way. She was just this tiny little warrior.
Oh, sorry.
Being in a fantasy world and just having fun, being a kid a little longer. I mean, for any child with a major illness, depending on what age they are and how much time they lose, they're gonna feel like they missed that aspect of their childhood. I think a wish like this is giving some of that time back.
Yo, Steve, it's my face!
It becomes a positive thing within that illness. I was sick, but I got these wonderful things out of it. A Hobbit House, friends, a different outlook on life. Now she wants to help other people. I think sometimes too, it's not just the wish itself, but knowing that people care. Part of getting a wish granted, there's so many people involved that so many people came together to make it happen. It's meant a lot, and it means a lot to have something to look forward to share with your child, with the family.
And my dad is a wizard.
I'm not tall enough to be a wizard.
You're not short enough to be a